I asked a thief to steal me a peach. He turned up his eyes. I asked a lithe lady to lie her down. Holy and meek, she cries. As soon as I went, an angel came. He winked at the thief and smiled at the dame. And without one word spoke, had a peach from the tree. And twixt earnest and joke, enjoyed the lady. And then another.
That's pretty good, though. I can't memorize one.
I went to the garden of love and saw what I never had seen. A chapel was built in the place where I used to play on the green. And the gates of that chapel were shut. And thou shalt not but over the door. So I turned to the garden of love, and so many sweet flowers. And I saw it was filled with graves and tombstones where flowers should be. And priests in black gowns were walking their rounds and binding in briars my joys and desires. You can picture him singing with his pals. Should we move to the next person?
Una vez más.
We can take a vote. There's John Keats' Ode to a Nightingale.
Nice.
Rilke's,
Yes.
Yeah. First one.
Rilke?
Let's go Anglophile.
Okay, we're going to be a little Anglophile here. Oh, before we do that, though, this is not expected by Tomas, but I wanted to present him with something. Great work for the community. This is a silver memorial coin of the Little Rock Central High School desegregation event. So,
Thank you. Thank you very
Tomas has done so much work for the community around the country and world even. My heart aches, and a drowsy numbness pains my sense, as though of hemlock I had grown, or emptied some dull opiate to the drains. 1 minute passed and left the waters unsown. 'Tis not through envy of thy happy lot, but being too happy in thine happiness, that thou, light-winged bride of the trees, in some melodious cloth of beechen green and shadows numberless, singest of summer in full-throated ease. Oh, for a draught of vintage that hath been cooled a long age in the deep delved earth, tasting of flora and the country green, dance and Provençal song and some burnt mirth. Oh, for a beaker full of the warm south, full of the true of the blushful hippocrene, with beaded bubbles winking at the brim and purple-stained mouth, that I might drink and leave the world unseen, and with thee fade away into the forest deep. Fade far away, dissolve, and quite forget what thou among the leaves hast never known. The weariness, the fever, and the fret, here where men sit and hear each other groan, where palsy shakes a few sad last gray hairs, where youth grows sick, where youth grows pale,
English all pale.
Something and dies, sorry. Where palsy shakes a few sad last gray hairs, where youth grows pale and spectre thin and dies, where but to think is to be full of sorrow and leaden-eyed despairs, where beauty cannot keep her lustrous eyes, or new love pineth there beyond tomorrow. Away, away, for I will fly to thee, not charioted by Bacchus and his pards, but on the viewless wings of poesy, though the dull brain perplexes and retards. Already with thee, tender is the night, and haply the queen moon is on her throne, clustered around by all her starry fays, but here there is no light, save what from heaven is with the breezes blown, through verdurous glooms and winding mossy ways. I cannot see what flowers are at my feet, nor what soft incense hangs upon the boughs, but in embalmed darkness guess each sweet wherewith the seasonable lightning gouds. The grass, the thicket, and the fruit tree wild, white hawthorn and the pastoral eglantine, fast fading violets covered up in leaves, and mid-May's eldest child, the coming musk rose, full of dewy wine, the murmurous haunt of flies in the summer eves. Darkly I listened, and for many a time I have been half in love with easeful death, called him soft names in many a mused rhyme, to take him to the air by quiet breath. Now, more than ever, seems it rich to die, to cease upon the midnight with no pain, while thou art pouring forth thy soul abroad in such an ecstasy. Still wouldst thou sing, and I have ears in vain, to thy high requiem become a song. Thou wast not born for death, immortal bird, no hungry generations tread thee down. The voice I hear this passing night was heard in ancient days by emperor and clown. Perhaps the self-same song had found a path through the sad heart of Ruth, when sick for home she stood in tears amidst the alien corn. The saying that ofttimes hath charmed magic casements opening on the foam of perilous seas and fairylands forlorn. Forlorn, the very word is like a bell to toll me back from thee to my soul's self. Adieu, the fancy cannot cheat so well as she is famed to do, deceiving out. Adieu, adieu, thy plaintive anthem fades, past the near meadow, over the still street, up this hillside, and now 'tis very deep in the next valley glade. Was it a vision? Or a self? Was it a vision?
Nice.
Was it a vision or a waking dream?